Welcome back, everyone. I have a song to play for you that gives you a little hint of what the class is about today. It's a very obscure melody, so I'll tell you a little later what it's about. In the meantime, let's sing good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm so glad to see you. Good morning to you. Good midday to you. Good midday to you. I'm so glad to see you. Good midday to you. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. I'm so glad to see you. Good evening to you. Good morning, good midday, good evening to you. Whenever you're watching, I'm glad you're here. My name is Maura Kira, and I am an early childhood music teacher. And while we're all at home, I am making these classes 5 days a week for us to enjoy. So I'm glad you're here, and let's sing hello. Let's sing hello, hello. Let's sing hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's sing hello, hello. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Let's sing hello to Hadass. And sing hello to Dahlia. And sing hello to Ayla. And sing hello to Orly. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Let's sing hello to James, and sing hello to Samuel, and sing hello to Liam, and sing hello Yuval. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Let's sing hello Arusha, and sing hello Raphael, and sing hello Alana, and sing hello to Mabel. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Let's sing hello to Ella, hello to Maura Kira, hello, hello to everyone. I'm happy to see you today. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. All right, everybody, let's sing Adagio Allegro. I will move back, and actually, let's do it on guitar today. Let's mix it up. Ready? Let's rock back and forth from side to side. Rock back and forth. Here we go. Let's sing Adagio. It means so slow, so slowly rocking to and fro. Adagio, it means so slow, so slowly rocking to and fro. And now we bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and so allegro, allegro, a very, very fast allegro. It means so fast we go rock quickly, quickly to and fro. Let's sing it one more time. Adagio, it means so slow, so slowly rocking to and fro. Adagio, it means bounce, and bounce, and bounce, and bounce, and sing allegro, allegro, a very, very fast allegro. It means so fast we go, rock quickly, quickly to and fro. We did it, everybody. All right. Now I'm going to put my legs in front of me also, because we're going to do Hickory Dickory Dock up to the number 4. Are you ready? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Get your wiggling fingers and let's run and 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 run. The clock struck 1. 1. The mouse ran down. And we say Hickory Dickory Dock. Everybody go tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse tapped up the clock. Get ready to tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap and tap and tap. The clock struck 2. 1, 2. The mouse tapped and 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 tapped. And the mouse said, Pika, pika, pika. Boo! Hickory Dickory Dock, everybody. Go tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse squeezed up the clock. Here we go, squeeze and 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 squeeze your arms also. The clock struck 3. 1, 2, 3. The mouse squeezed and 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 squeezed. And the mouse said, whee! Hickory Dickory Dock, everybody. Go tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Actually, the mouse brushed up the clock. Ready? Here we go. Brush, brush, softly brush, 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 brush. The clock struck 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The mouse brushed, 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 brushed. And the mouse said no more. Hickory Dickory Dock. As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw my daughter Mabel come sit down next to me. Hi, Mabel.
Hi.
As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw my daughter Mabel come sit down next to me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I am fine.
I am fine.
It is good to see you.
It is good to see you.
As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw this little duck come say hello to me. Quack, quack,
Quack, quack.
quack, quack, quack,
Quack, quack, quack.
quack, quack,
Quack, quack.
quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack.
As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw a little kitty cat come say hello to me. Meow, meow, meow.
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 As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw a little horse come sing hello to me. Neigh, neigh.
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 As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw a little sheep who sang hello to me. Ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba. I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw a little doggy come sing hello to me. Woof, 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 woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
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 As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I saw a little cow come sing hello to me. Moo, moo.
Moo, moo.
Moo, moo.
Moo, moo.
Moo, moo.
Moo, moo.
Moo, 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 moo.
Moo, 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 moo.
As I looked out my window to see what I could see, I said goodbye to Mabel. Thank you for singing with me.
Bye, everybody.
So, we are focusing on nursery rhymes today. And so that melody that I played at the beginning is going to come back a little later and I'll tell you what it was. But for now, let's get a steady beat. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, John, John, John. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, John, John, John. So that poem, I played the beat of the poem and then I played the rhythm of the poem. So diddle diddle dumpling, my son John, that is the beat of the poem. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John, that is the rhythm of the poem. So diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, John, John, John. All right, my next poem is called Gregory Griggs. Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. He wore them up, he wore them down to please the people of the town. He wore them east, he wore them west, but he never could tell which he loved the best. So that's a silly one. And I have one more, and then we're going to actually move it on to the xylophones. So here's the third nursery rhyme. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, crying through the windows, rapping at the doors. I messed that up, let's try it again. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the locks. Are the children in their beds? For now it's 8 o'clock. So those are the three poems or the three nursery rhymes that we are going to be exploring on the xylophone. So here is my bass xylophone. I've been really enjoying having the bass xylophone and playing it. So this is the really big one, if you remember, and it's the lowest sounding one. So the first poem I did was Diddle Diddle Dumpling. So I'm still going to use my speaking voice, but now I'm going to accompany myself with the xylophone. Diddle Diddle Dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle Diddle Dumpling, John, John, John. Now I'll add a melody to the poem. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, John, John, John. Do 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 do. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, John, John, John. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings So we said the poem, we sang the poem, we sang the poem without words, and then we said the poem again with no melody and no accompaniment. Tricky, tricky, tricky. So let's move on to the second that we did was Gregory Griggs. Gregory Griggs, Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. Gregory Griggs, Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. He wore them up, he wore them down to please the people of the town. He wore them east, he wore them west, but he never could tell which he loved the best. That's a really fun name. Wore them up, wore them down, please the people of the town. One more time. Gregory Griggs, Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. Gregory Griggs, Gregory Griggs had 27 different wigs. He wore them up, he wore them down to please the people of the town. He wore them east, he wore them west, but he never could tell which he loved the best. Gregory Griggs. That's a really old one. I didn't know that when I was a child, but maybe you do. And I have one more on the xylophone. It's Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the locks. Are the children in their bed? For now it's 8 o'clock. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the locks. Are the children in their bed? For now it's 8 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are all the children in bed? Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the locks. Are the children in their bed? For now it's 8 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are all the children in their beds? So the song that I played at the beginning of class, I'm going to remind you what it was. It's a version of Hickory, Dickory, Dock. Hickory, Dickory, Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory, Dickory, Dock, Hickory, Dickory, Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 2, the mouse said peek-a-boo. Hickory, Dickory, Dock, Hickory, Dickory, Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3. The mouse said wee. Hickory, Dickory, Dock, Hickory, Dickory, Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 4. The mouse said no more. Hickory, Dickory, Dock. So that's a melody that came to me when I decided we should do nursery rhymes today, and I remember it from a long time ago. So who knows, maybe other people remember that melody as well. So before we put the xylophone away, and this is my wood block because it's wooden and it isn't shaped like a block, but it makes a wooden sound, but it also makes the sound, a sliding sound like a guiro. So we're going to walk, old Joe, you walk better than any horse I know. Walk, old Joe, you walk better than any horse I know. Whoa, Joe, a little bit faster. Trot, old Joe, you trot better than any horse I know. Trot, old Joe, you trot better than any horse I know. Whoa, Joe. Now we gallop, gallop, old Joe. Now we'll see how fast can we go. Can we run, run, run? Run, old Joe, you run better than a horse, I know. Run, old Joe, you run better than a horse, I know. Whoa, Joe. Today there is no book. Today we will not look. We will hear, hear, hear with our ears, ears, ears. I have a wonderful story that I think you'll want to hear. Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's gonna help that little red hen? One time, right in the beginning of spring, the little red hen looked around the farm and realized that it was time to plant her grains of wheat to grow, grow, grow so that she could bake some bread. She had such wonderful friends on the farm, and her closest friends were the dog and the cat and the pig. So she went to her friends and said, "Who will help me plant the wheat?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. And that was that. "Then I'll do it myself," said the little red hen, and that's just what she did. Tap with me. Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's gonna help that little red hen? So she took the grains of wheat that she had carefully stored warmly during the winter time, and she planted the seeds. Planted the seeds. Planted the seeds. Planted the seeds. And the rain came pouring down, rain came pouring down, and out came the sun. And over time, the wheat grew, and grew, and grew, into a whole field of golden grains. So the little red hen went to her friends, and she said, "Who will help me chop down the wheat to carry it to the mill?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. And that was that. "Then I'll do it myself," said the little red hen, and that's just what she did. Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's gonna help that little red hen? So the little red hen went chip, chop, chippity chop, chip, chop, chippity chop, chip, chop, chippity chop, chippity, chippity, chippity chop. And soon she had a big pile of wheat to carry to the mill so that the mill workers could grind it into flour. So she went to her friends again, and she said, "Who will help me carry this wheat to town to have it ground into flour?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. And that was that. "Then I'll do it myself," said the little red hen, and that's just what she did. Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's gonna help that little red hen? So she walked and she walked and she walked and she walked. She carried all the wheat and she walked and she walked. She walked and she walked and she walked and she walked. She walked and she walked till she got to the mill. And when she got to the mill workers said, "Why, little red hen, what can we do for you today?" And she said, "I've grown all of this wheat. Will you please grind it into flour for me so that I may bake it into bread?" And so the mill workers took the wheat and put it around and 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 around, around and around and around and around and around and around. It went through a big wheel around and around until it was ground down into flour. And then the little red hen took a big sack of flour and walked all the way back to the farm. She walked and she walked and she walked and she walked. She walked and she walked and she walked and she walked. Carrying the big bag, walked and she walked. She walked and she walked and she got to the farm. She put down that big bag of wheat and she went to find her friends. "I have the flour, everybody. Who would like to help me bake some bread?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the pig. "Not I," said the cat. And that was that. "Then I'll do it myself," said the little red hen, and that's just what she did. Little red hen, little red hen. Who's gonna help that little red hen? Little red hen, Little Red Hen. Who's going to help that Little Red Hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's going to help that Little Red Hen? So the Little Red Hen, she poured in some flour and a little water, and she poured in the yeast, and it rose and rose and rose, and then she kneaded and kneaded and kneaded the dough, and kneaded and kneaded and kneaded the dough, and kneaded and kneaded and kneaded the dough, and shaped it into loaves, and put it into the oven to bake. And she waited for the bread to bake. She waited and she waited for the bread to bake. She waited and she waited for the bread to bake. She waited and she waited, and ding! The bread was ready. She pulled out the beautiful loaves of bread that she had made, golden brown, smelling delicious. And she looked around the farm, and her baby chicks were waiting to have some warm bread. And she said, "Who will help me eat some of this bread?" And the dog came running. "I will." And the cat came running. "I will." And the pig came running. "I will." And the little red hen said, "Really? You didn't help me plant the wheat. You didn't help me chop the wheat down. You didn't help me carry the wheat to town to have it ground into flour. You didn't even help me bake the bread. And now you want me to share it with you?" And her friends realized they hadn't been very good friends at all. They hadn't helped her, and she did all the work herself, and they were asking for bread. But the Little Red Hen, she had forgiveness in her heart, and she shared her bread with the dog and the cat and the pig. And do you know who cleaned up from all that baking? "Not I," said the Little Red Hen. Little Red Hen, Little Red Hen, who's gonna help that Little Red Hen? Little Red Hen, Little Red Hen, who's gonna help that Little Red Hen? I've asked before, I'll ask again. Who's gonna help that Little Red Hen? And that is the story of the Little Red Hen, everybody. So I have a couple more songs for us before we sing goodbye. This is a dancing song. So if you feel like getting up and dancing, as I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a little lamb I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a little girl I chanced to meet. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. So, I met a little girl and I met a little lamb. Can you guess what happened next? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Oh, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere the Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere the Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Oh, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So we covered a lot of nursery rhymes today, everybody. There are so many more out there. I'm sure we're going to be doing more nursery rhymes in the future. But that does bring us to the end of our class and the end of our week. Wow. It was so wonderful making music with you this week. And I'll remind you, my name is Kira Rappaport, and you can contact me on musicwithkira.com. You can send me a message if you want me to sing your name in the hello song. I'm happy to sing your name. If you have a song request or ideas, I'm thinking about maybe doing some spaceship stuff and maybe some more transportation. Anyway, if you would like to make a donation for class, that is always helpful, always welcome, always appreciated. There is a donate button on musicwithkira.com. And please share about this class. Let's let people know about it. I think that it's really a great class for preschool kids. And since we're not getting to have music class at our own schools, it's a lot of fun to be able to watch music classes at home. And what else? I think, is that it? Is that it? Music with Kira, share and share. And I think that's it, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and may the long time sun shine upon you. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. So we'll sing, hey goodbye, gotta go, hey goodbye, it's time to go. Hey goodbye, gotta go, hey goodbye, it's time to go. Ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum bum ba yum bum ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-dum. Hey goodbye, gotta go, hey goodbye, it's time to go. Hey goodbye, gotta go, hey goodbye, it's time to go. Let's sing goodbye, Hadass. Goodbye, Dahlia. Goodbye, Orly. Goodbye, Ayla. Goodbye, James. Goodbye, Samuel. Goodbye, Liam. Goodbye, Yuval. Goodbye, Arusha. Goodbye, Raphael. Goodbye, Alana. And goodbye to all the moms and the dads and the caregivers. And goodbye to Mora Kira. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all next week. Ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum ba-ba-dum ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum ba-ba-dum. Hey goodbye, it's time to go. Hey goodbye, it's time to go. Thank you, everyone.